welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing another mystery online prompt again. I've already done a previous one and so we're just adding on to that. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I will leave it somewhere up here somewhere. So let's go ahead and get started. So the premise of this is to just go to this website. If it focuses, hello. The website is called artprompt.org. And it's pretty much where they have random art prompts that you guys can even go and like add in your own little inputs and people can draw that. And so when you scroll down here, it will give you like, if you want creature prompt, challenges, environments, objects, and this is where you can pretty much put in your own ideas. So what we're gonna do, I want to do a character prompt. So we're just gonna click character prompt and whatever comes up first is what we do. Oh, so let's get started. Let's see, I'm gonna click it. It's a little slow. Or maybe I'm just impatient. A queen! Oh, there it is. We're gonna draw a queen. Who's a queen? I can do that. I mean, that's literally nothing new for me though. Like, I mean, I've never drawn a queen before. I've drawn a princess, but a queen? Oh, look at that crown. That is really pretty. Okay, so starting from here, I'm gonna be doing a voiceover for the remaining clips of this video. I was just like really struggling a lot with this part. Not this part, but like when I was sketching, it just wasn't turning out right. And I was getting a little frustrated. I couldn't talk and draw at the same time. I had to redraw this whole thing like 4 different times. Like, I think, yeah, the 4th time I was like okay with it and that's the one I kept. The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd one, it just wasn't working out. I think it's because I hadn't drawn at all that whole week, and this was like, no, I hadn't drawn anything traditionally. Like, I've been drawing a lot digitally, and I feel like digital art is a little bit of a crutch for me because I can literally just like shrink things, expand things, like just switch things around. And so having to not be able to apply that in real life was a little bit hard. But I didn't warm up when I was trying to do this traditional piece. I think that was what was messing me up. Like, I should just try warming up first and then try filming, because all that pressure having to do something good and then film it, I guess, was getting to me a little bit. I'm really glad I stuck with it because I really like the final results. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, this was my 4th one and this is the one I stuck with. I just kind of like broke it down into little shapes, so that helped me out a little bit. And also I was just like, we're not gonna restart, this is it. I think another bad habit that I got from doing digital art is that I give up really early. Like, I'd start a digital piece and then just like one click and the whole thing is gone. And so that's what I was pretty much doing on here traditionally. I was just like, this isn't looking right. Next. So that's something I'm gonna like have to remind myself to not give up so quickly. I totally forgot to draw the crown that I found on Pinterest, so I made up my own. It's not the cutest crown ever, but it looks like a crown, so I'll just take it. I also ended up giving her like really curly, big, puffy hair that was just like flying everywhere. I should have thought about it more. Like, a queen would probably have her hair like packed up somewhere. This is something like a princess would do. And so I should have thought about it a little more, but you know, I was just really glad I got something down. When it comes to drawing hair, I never really paid a lot of attention to how detailed I want to make the hair look. It's just something I do without really paying a lot of attention to it. Like, I don't know if I want to simplify it, like what kind of look I want for my art, but it seems like I like having a lot of detail into it. And so I don't know if I should just like experiment, try to simplify my hairstyles, or not like the hairstyles, but like the way I draw hair. Like adding less lines and focusing more on shapes. I don't know if I should do that or just continue doing what I'm doing and just improve it. If you guys know any artists who like put a lot of detail into the way they draw hair, let me know. Or like any artist who like simplifies their hairstyle and like make it look really good, let me know about them so I can like check them out and see what I can learn from them. Okay, so for my line art, I wanted to start off really light. So with this red color, I was planning on going darker afterwards, but after I was done with it, I was like, this looks pretty good. I like how everything is looking together. And so I didn't end up using my black liners. It just gave it a really soft look that I was like, yeah, this looks good. And I also didn't want to ruin it because my hands were just not steady. I tried really hard to make this liner look good, but it just wasn't happening. Anyway, so I just showed you guys the kind of markers I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using my Ohuhu marker, Copic markers, and Sharpies. In this one illustration, this is something that I always do when I'm not filming like a challenge video where I only use like one marker, but usually I'll be using different markers from different brands, and that always gives me the best results sometimes. I decided to use the Ohuhu markers for the skin tones just because I think they make really good skin tones. The Copics usually almost look a little too yellow, but the Ohuhu markers, I think they got that down. So if they can just make like a pack of just skin tones, that would be amazing. I also tried to pick a color scheme that was gonna go with this royal queen thing. The colors that came to mind were like red, purple, yellow. Yeah, I kind of leaned more towards the red and yellow, and I'm glad I did that because I've been doing a lot of purple art, and I'm glad I kind of switched it up a little bit. Oh yeah, and I also ended up using blue for the background. I wish I would have gone with a lighter blue, but you guys will see. It kind of just, actually it makes her stand out a lot, but it is what it is. Okay, so I did promise to answer some of your remaining questions. I'll try and answer some of them, but it won't be all of them again. I'm sorry, I waited a little too long. But let's get started. The first question, in your opinion, what do you think are the most overrated and underrated art supplies? Oh, that is a pretty good question. I would say watercolor is pretty underrated. There's so much you can do with watercolor, but I don't see a lot of watercolor artists out there. For overrated, I would say, I don't know. I don't think any art medium is overrated. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Let's see, the next question is advice for people whose channel are not growing and they want to give up. First advice is do not give up. Oh my god, please don't. Second, if your content isn't working for you, try to change it up a little bit. So if all you're doing are speed paints, there's already so many speed paints out there. You're going to be competing on that, and people are going to be like comparing your speed paint to their speed paint, and if it's just not on par with the other ones, I guess people are not going to want to subscribe. So try to find something that's going to make you unique. And with how YouTube is nowadays, people just don't want to see a speed paint with music in the background. They want to hear you talk. They want to be entertained. If you're not entertaining, if there are parts in your videos that are like a little boring, they're gonna skip through it, or they're just gonna like leave the video for something else, and that's gonna bring down your engagement. So just try to make every part of your video entertaining somehow by your commentary, your edits, and music. All of that go into making a good video. Try to do your research on how to make a thumbnail, how to do tags. The big thing would be like try to be entertaining, try to keep your audience attention so they're not skipping through your videos or like speeding it up or like clicking off. All of that kind of hurts your engagement. But if this is something you really want to do, you just got to keep at it. Try to find ways you can improve your skills, your content. Just, you know, keep at it. And good luck, you. So the next question is, do you draw every day? If so, how long? I don't draw every day. I do try to draw at least once a week. But ever since I started this YouTube channel and also wanting to update my Instagram page, I have been drawing a lot more often than I used to. But if I'm drawing for myself, I don't really look at the time. I just sit there and I draw, and if I'm tired, I just let it go and I do something else. I don't force myself to draw. But yeah, I don't draw every day. I wish I could draw every day. I would love to do that. But yeah, next question is, how do you feel about drawing hands? I'm really bad at drawing hands. They're really hard. Yeah, it's a lot of questions. Let's see what else. How do you feel about your old videos? Oh my god, I hope nobody sees them. I privated a whole bunch of them, so I try to watch my videos and it's just like, oh my god, I can't listen to myself. It's just so cringy. Let's see, your next question is, do you usually draw on a neat desk, or is your main desk actually look like a Hobby Lobby missile struck it? I'm so dead. My desk is usually really neat. I like if there's a whole bunch of mess around me, it clutters my mind and I just can't concentrate. So I usually like having my desk pretty clean. But the aftermath, like after I'm done coloring and then I have markers on my table, markers on the ground, I will just walk away from it just because, I don't know, drawing does take a little bit of your energy away. And so I will just go and lay on my bed and like watch a whole bunch of videos. But when I come back to draw again, I will clean up before I start. So that's pretty much all the questions I have time for today. I hope you guys like this video and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys, thanks for watching.